Yo, what's good? I just recorded this video 2 days ago, but my mic cut off like halfway through it. So shit, I'ma need to re-record this, but I wanna drop this knowledge, you know? I wanna truly like spoon feed you this knowledge because I think this is so essential. So today we are gonna talk about, wait, let me switch screen. Hell yeah. So today we're gonna talk about hard work and direction. Okay, now like that you see in this crazy thumbnail and I caught your attention, let's dive into hard work. So basically, to get good at anything, you need about 1,000 hours. 1,000 hours, that's all you need. Like, remember when you started playing CSGO? After like 200 hours, you are quite good, right? You learn the controls, you learn how to move, you learn all the basic things. And after 1,000 hours, if you just didn't play casual, if you played actually ranked and actually thought about your mistakes, thought about what you did wrong, and thought about what you could actually improve and gotten better, bro, after 1,000 hours, you would reach such a like kind of good level. You would reach an advanced level, and you would be better than 90% of the player base. It's same in the life. So there is this notion that you need like 4 years to acquire something, or 3 years, bro. Like to go to uni, to like go through the 3 years of education, to go through all of that. But shit. But that's actually just a bunch of BS. Like to really get something, you only need 6 months. 6 months max if you really do it every single day. Like for 6 months, and imagine, even if you only do 6 hours a day, let's say, and that's so easy to get. Like imagine you wake up, work for 4 hours, then eat something, work for another 2 hours. That's it, you have the whole hour of day free. If you only do that, you're gonna reach 1,000 hours, even more than that. Now imagine if you put 10 hours a day, you will reach almost 2,000 hours. And like there were studies done, I like researched this so much. It's basically after like reaching 1,000 hours, you're almost 80% there. You're almost 80% acquired all the skills. And after like, okay, and if you reach 2,000 hours, you're like 90% there. And the rest, you're just chipping away at these percentages to become like the best, bro. The best, like, but after like 2k hours, I guarantee you will be one of the best. You will know like the best, like in that specific field. So this is how it looks. This is how it looks with what you do. Like with some business model, with like you're trying to learn like an instrument or something like that. And I would cut this down to like half. So you see, like proof of concept would be at like month 3. Max, bro. It could be even dragged down a little earlier. So now, moving on from hard work to actually proving that it's so easy to get it, and why, like to like unravel your mind that it's like kind of difficult and like nah, it's not like that. And I'm gonna dive in this a little bit further down the road. It's basically like throughout my life I met so many people because I was in like many exchanges in like almost 3, can you imagine? I've been in 3 countries. I lived for half a year, right? So I met so many people, and I know like what's the average population, like how they do things. So it's literally like this. 70% of people don't even start. Like they just go with the flow. They just like go what they're told, like don't really push themselves, just go through the path, going through the motions. Then around like the rest 20 like to 25, it's like this interval of they want something, you know. It's like with the gym, you know, they want to get fit, like they have this idea that they start a new diet, you know, at the start of the year. They like have all these goals, but then something happens, bro. And that's that. And of course, it's an interval, you know. At the end of this is people that they just really lock in and they just want to do it, you know. But still, like, they give up after 2 months, you know. They maybe achieve the physique, they like see some progress, and then they just give up, you know. They are content. So that's an hour 20, and like, okay, an hour 28. Now what's left? Like, it's here in the graph, it's like 1%, but bro, it's like, yeah, like, after everything, I think it's like 1%. Like, the people that really want to get it, like the people that really want to achieve. So like, you're left with like these people, you see, like this 1%. And if like, so just take in mind, most of these people don't even like, they just don't even start, right? They don't even start. And the people that start, they cannot even put in the work, because after this, after reaching like second month, they just don't see the results, they just don't quit, they just don't recognize that after some point it just becomes exponential. So and this ties back to the next point. Bro. This guy, I think he dropped some knowledge, bro. Like, I forgot his name, but he's like consulting entrepreneur. But I have the same thing on my whiteboard. Like, look, it's somewhere here, there. I have the same thing on my whiteboard, right? So basically, it's like, yeah, hard work. Now let's think from the other direction, because you could make such an easy argument for this. There are so many people who do this, right? They do this for more than 6 months, for fucking years, bro. But guess what? They're working at the wrong thing, man. They just doing something that doesn't give them skills. They just trading their time for something that they don't really like that doesn't grow them, you know. They're just existing, right? And it's because of direction. It's so simple when you understand it. So in life, there is this field of opportunities, this like field of all the possibilities you could go with. And there's short-term stuff, short-term pleasures, and like longer term, and like there is this interval, right? So in a lot of cases, there's like these little loots you could pick up here. You could pick up here, and they're like this minuscule like gems, let's say, you know, minuscule gems. But somewhere else, there are these pools of abundance, and to get them, you need to just believe. You need to believe. Because you need to believe and do all of this. And when you do this, you tell the universe that it's mine. It's mine, and I will do anything. I will put so much effort and I will get it. And what happens with the most people? And for a very long time, I acted the same. And I think like, this is so essential, literally, like, it's how it works. So, like, there's people who just go pick up these stones, like, pick up this stone, pick up this stone. Like, and they go all these directions, like, okay, like, these stones could be equated to, like, okay, like, going out, like, drinking, going out, like, to, like, do some bullshit, like, smoking weed, you know, like, all these directions. And what happens? They are spread out with their energy. They're just moving here like a feather in the wind, not going anywhere, just surviving basically. Then there is, like, as I said, it's an interval. So then there is people who just, yeah, they move, you know, they put in so much work, you know, but they didn't really fought out the things. And they like they work hard, but they work hard at the things that they just don't really, like, they are not going for their dreams, you know. They're just like grinding at their job, you know. And yeah, like, you will be further than this guy who just picking up like stones, but still you're like, there is like some treasure here and you're just like moving, you know, like, just, yeah, you will get this, of course. And that's a better situation. But throughout time, if you really go for something, you really want to, like, you have this vision, right? And you really believe it, and you understand all of these things, that basically there is zero competition, because many people, they're just either going in circles, either going for treasures that are nearer to them, because it's kind of difficult for the mind to understand that, yeah, you might not see any progress for a very long time, but if you stick to it, there is nobody left. There is nobody left. And like, when you combine all these principles, which is proving to the cosmos that you want it, and direction, so you move every single day, you have the same mental image, you have the same mental thought, you have all these, everything is, you're fully aligned with your actions, because your actions, they dictate your true priorities. So with your actions, you prove that I want this. You know, here you get some hints. Oh shit, this might actually be working. This might be realistic. And then you know what happens? Your mind, because there are these limiting beliefs from the environment, that are formed from the environment, from other people. There are these limiting beliefs that people who live here, they don't believe that this treasure exists. They don't believe, they see it, but for the mind, it's so easy to say it's luck, you know. They got lucky, like because to really go for something, it's like in the book The Alchemist. I like re-listened to this part so many times, like, because, and the more I re-listen to that book, the more I understand, like, when the Santiago was traveling to following his legend to the pyramids, his heart, basically his intention, was kind of like feeling this fear, and he didn't really want to go, like, didn't want to like follow his personal legend. But then he asked the alchemist and said, like, why is my heart lying to me? And basically the heart knows that if you go for this, you will suffer, because you will need to change. You will just change, because to get this, you will basically, it's not like this. It's not like you will go to it like some treasure. You're basically gonna emit energy, and this thing will come to you. And for this thing to come to you, you will need to change, because you are the creator and the material itself. And when you're changing the material, which is your mind, you're basically neurons, you're reshaping your neurons. It's same with the gym hypertrophy. It kind of hurts, because you're destroying your old habits, you're letting go of things, and you're changing. Like, I remember everyone when we were kids, you know, like, when you were growing, you know, when your teeth are growing, it hurt, because the teeth are just growing, they are changing, your gums hurt. It's the same. And you really have to believe it. And in the book, in the alchemist, like, the alchemist just said, like, yeah, the heart sometimes fears it, but if you don't go for it, it will hurt even more. Later down the road, it will compound, because then you know what happens. Everyone knows what happens. You get old. You get old. And then when you went for this, or you just stayed here, you will think, whoa, I could have been great. I could have went for this. And it really doesn't matter if I even got here. What matters is if I could have went for it. I could have, because now I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I cannot go. Of course you can try. It's better to like plant a tree now, but it will be so much more difficult. And then it all comes back. So it's like so many things combined, like the metaphysical, the physical, and just understanding yourself, understanding what you really want, and looking forward in time and seeing yourself, what you want to do, what you want to achieve, and understanding how the world moves, through time, how everything compounds, and that one day you, because you are energy as well, you will just become one with the cosmos. You will die, and the reasonable thing, in my opinion, is to go for it, is to try, and just to practically understand these principles, like understand how everything functions. So that's pretty much it. How I got to like 17 minutes. Damn, I really spoke. I really spoke. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'ma go work. I'ma go like I'm at. You know, I'm here. I'm somewhere here. You know. Yeah, but yeah, I'ma go work. I'ma just go work. You know, because if I'm not working, if I'm not basically putting in the work, I feel like, what am I doing? Like, recently I loaded up some video game, or like I wanted to watch film, and I felt like why I'm watching this? Like, I felt zero motivation to do it. And also another life hack: if you work as hard as possible daily, and it doesn't even become a work if you remove all the distractions, because the work itself is it's made as work because your dopamine rises from all the distractions, and then you try to work when the dopamine drops and you're not getting dopamine. Guess what? You're not motivated. So if you cut all the bullshit, all the distractions, everything, the mind will, the mind needs some contrast. So if it doesn't have any contrast, the work becomes the most interesting thing, you know. And after you work so much, you go sleep. Like, you sleep instant because it's like you're so aligned and you're just tired. I remember when I wasn't working, like I was just like just playing video games and not really using my mind, not really using my body, not really like growing. I was even harder for me to fall asleep. Why? Because I didn't use all the energy. That's simple. So yeah, peace out. I hope this was helpful, and yeah, take care.